Well, there's never a shortage of shows or sights and sounds throughout this city, but for the next few hours, all eyes are glued to Allegiant Stadium here in Las Vegas. Today, it's week 4, and we've got what should be a great one here, as it'll be the Kansas City Chiefs taking on the Las Vegas Raiders.
Seems like we were just starting training camp, but here we are in October, and off we go on EA Sports.
And this return going to come to a quick end as he is belted at the end of that one.
At their own 19-yard line.
Throwing to start the drive. Mendoza. And this is incomplete.
And you think back to the success he had throwing the football in the win last week, so naturally, he's going to come out throwing here, but that time, they couldn't connect.
2nd and 10.
Looking to throw. Mendoza.
Short throw caught by Bowers.
9 yards, and that leaves him just short, so it'll be 3rd and less than a yard.
This defense for the Chiefs, they played really well in that win last week against Miami.
And what I saw on film was a nearly unstoppable pass rush. 5 sacks last week, plenty of hurries given up.
Oh, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted.
And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown.
So a big defensive play there on the opening drive, no less, as they make the interception and bring it back for the score.
And I think that's a signal for how this defense wants to play. They want to be disruptive, and you know they're going to take some chances.
Well, sometimes it can burn you, but right there, it paid off. Extra point by Butker is on target.
And that makes the score 7-0.
Raiders nothing. Harrison Butker.
So they throw the pick six. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. And he'll be out of bounds across the 25.
At their own 27-yard line.
The Raider offense set to get this drive started. Now, early on, you know, Charles, every game could be called a measuring stick game. But I think when it comes within your division like this, it's a measuring stick game with a little extra intrigue.
I would agree with that totally because all division games have a little extra to them. But I like where this game is situated because at this stage of the season, it has that little extra juice. But at the same time, it's not a make or break if this were, let's say, week 15, 16, somewhere in that neighborhood.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Back to throw. Mendoza.
Oh, and his early struggles continue. Here's another one intercepted.
It's Shaq Thompson here with a pick.
At the 48-yard line.
And they'll run. It's Ken Walker.
And he'll be taken down right around the 41-yard line. 7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 3.
Next, the receivers help spread the defense out, and they were able to come through with a slashing run.
But to that point, it's going to be interesting to see the personnel chess match as this one progresses.
Yeah, you're exactly right. Can they continue to create running lanes out of passing sets? And if so, it's going to be a long day for the defense.
Sticking with Walker on second down. And a good push up front, and he's able to navigate his way down inside the 30.
That one good for 12 yards into Kansas City first.
First down, Chiefs.
And Mahomes sees something. He'll change the play.
Now on first down, he'll drop to throw it. And he slides and covers up at the end as he's going to be able to pick up decent yardage. He'll wind up getting 9 after tucking it and running, so it'll leave him with 2nd and a yard.
I do think it's fair to say that they were caught off guard a little bit. We decided not to throw it on first down. But give them credit. They recovered in time to deny him the first down yardage. But it's only 2nd and short. So that run is still likely to lead to a new set of downs.
Clock rolling as we hit the midway point of this first quarter. Now they'll throw with Mahomes. And he takes this into the end zone for a Chiefs touchdown.
Xavier Worthy.
His 3rd touchdown now on the year.
And the Chiefs have taken a 2-touchdown lead now.
Butker now to add the extra point. And it's good, and they have jumped out here to a quick 14-0 first quarter lead.
14. Raiders nothing.
Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away.
And he won't quite make it to the 25.
First and 10 at their own 24-yard line.
The Las Vegas offense ready to start this next drive. And Charles, these early season in-division games are always interesting because you're still kind of figuring yourself out, but you want to know as much as you can about the opponent, especially when it's a division matchup. So I'm curious to see how the rest of this one plays out.
Yeah, that's a good point because they're still trying to work things out. They don't know everything about their own team, let alone trying to figure out their opponent. But you got to do both on the fly, don't you? While the game's being played, figure it out both ways and try and find a way to win.
He'll try again with the arm here on second down.
That's caught. It's a rookie from Oregon.
The last catch nearly got him a first, but it did not, and they'll try to convert on 3rd and inches. Operating from the gun, Mendoza. Oh, hit as he throws there, incomplete.
Well, based on what we've seen so far, I don't think you can even call this an off day anymore, partner, because this group we're watching, they are totally out of rhythm, trying to get their game plan up and running. That 0 on the scoreboard is glaring down at them with every incompletion.
Pass taken in by his big tight end.
And he'll be taken down, but he does have first down yardage.
Gain of 6. That's good for a Las Vegas first down. First and 10 at the 39-yard line.
They'll look to throw again. Well, this is taken in. It's complete. And finally taken down at the 4-yard line. First and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get right back into this football game.
That's another Las Vegas first down. First and goal at the 4-yard line.
Back to throw again. To the end zone, but it's incomplete.
Well, they've got man coverage on the outside, and my scouting report on these DBs tells me that they love to take matters in their own hands. They want man coverage, not zone. And there was good coverage there that forced the incompletion.
Genty will score. Touchdown, Raiders. Well, they move the ball down the field through the air, Charles, and then finally they get the running game involved, and it works to perfection. Touchdown.
And, partner, I kept waiting for that running game to come into play and actually saved it until the very end. Touchdown goes on the stat sheet, but you and I both know, and he knows as well, his teammates airing it out made this a successful drive.
Here's the Chiefs kickoff unit now as they'll send this one away.
And good coverage there on special teams as they'll get him down shy of the 20. The KC offense out of the huddle, ready for their next drive. Well, partner, fast forward with me for a second. Remember, next week they have the open week, so they're going to get some extended rest. Does that change how they manage the rest of this one?
I think it does a little bit, but not by too much, because you're right. You get the extra rest, you get a chance to heal up and kind of do a little bit of a reset for this team. But it's also 7 extra days to think back to the last time you were on the field. So now, a little more importance on what they're getting done because they carry it with them for essentially 2 weeks.
Here's 2nd and 10.
Now here's Mahomes. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's 3rd down.
Brandon, watching their tape from last week, I saw plenty of plays like we just saw there, forcing incompletions. It was key in their win last week. They're hoping the same thing happens this time out, too.
So back-to-back incompletions, and that has them staring at a 3rd and 10. Shotgun snap to Mahomes.
He's got his target. That's complete.
And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. That'll be marked as a 27-yard pickup.
We often hear the phrase sure-handed tight ends, and he certainly fits into that category. Plus, he's got a quarterback who knows to look his way when they need a big pickup. And on this play, he finds him for the 1st down.
That's a pretty strong running there as he'll take this across the 50 and down to the 44.
10 more there and another 1st down.
How many times do we say in this game that speed kills, and it does it in so many different ways? In this case, you got a back who's quick and shifty, can make moves, make people miss, but also gets to and through a hole before it can close down. That's some of the benefits of that speed, not just outrunning people in the secondary, and that led to a really nice game.
5 yards is the tally on 1st down. That brings up 2nd and 5. The Chiefs with the football as we start the 2nd quarter, as they are looking at a 2nd and 5 situation. Mahomes going to throw. This is caught by Evans. And he's going to have another 1st down as the tackle comes at the Raiders' 19.
1st down, Chiefs.
Mahomes going to change things up.
They'll bring a receiver in motion left. Mahomes now to throw.
He completes this to Walker.
And he'll get him inside the 15 down to the 14-yard line. The result, only 4 yards there on the play. And it'll be second down.
I know it was a gain, but you have to sense probably a little bit of disappointment there because when it's out there in open space, I think they expect to get more out of a play, don't you?
Especially when you're getting it to your guy out of the backfield. You're expecting him to be able to create something, be a little more shifty.
Yeah, no doubt about it. Good open field tackling held it to an okay game.
And they get to him quickly here as he stopped right around the 13. A minimal gain there on the 8th play of the drive. The completion on first didn't get much, and now the run on second doesn't get a whole lot either.
Well, if you're a good play caller, you've already looked ahead and anticipated this type of situation. Already down in his play sheet, trying to dial up a big third down play.
And the Chiefs are going to have first and goal as they try to finish off this drive with 6 points.
We both know it's difficult, but they've made it look effortless out there. Through the air, on the ground, they've moved the ball with relative ease.
Smith trying to run for it. And they'll get this from the 8 to the 5. Pick up a 3.
That's good power football on first and goal. A lot of teams will throw from there, but that's a nice job to chew up a few more yards and get yourself closer to the goal line.
And the ball smack dab on the 5-yard line. Here's second and goal. In motion, the tight end, Kelsey. Now Mahomes. Sliding out of the pocket. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete.
Following the play here, now we've got an injury. We'll take a break and get a report from Vegas after this.
This offense 2 for 2 on third downs on this drive. This the most important of them all, third and goal. And he takes this into the end zone for a Chiefs touchdown.
Kansas City.
Ken Walker, his 5th rushing touchdown now on the year.
And they are able to add on to their advantage.
But they decided to run it in and got it done on third and goal. A lot of times that's a passing play.
And the kicker just has to come out for the PAT. He can breathe a sigh of relief as well, right?
Although I don't know if he's really breathing a sigh of relief. I think he likes to put 3 points on his ledger.
Butker now to kick this one away.
And he'll get to the 30-yard line before going out of bounds.
First and 10 at their own 30-yard line.
The offense for Las Vegas about set to begin the drive. A lot of time for this unit to game plan on the sideline after that drive that they watched the other side just score. But remember, last time they were out, they scored as well. We'll see if they can seize that momentum right back.
And they have had a lot of time to cool off from reaching the end zone the last time. So have they been able to keep themselves mentally sharp and into this game, even though they haven't been on the field? And you and I both know, one big play, though, gets them right back up to that level.
And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
The Raiders at 2-1 now to start the campaign, and they move back above 500 with a victory last week.
And you look at their start, a win, a loss, then a win. This might be something we see from them a lot this year because when they're at their best, they can play with anybody. But bringing their best every week, that's been a challenge thus far.
This throw nearly intercepted. Oh, the big D lineman almost had it. But third down coming up.
Third down and 10.
Right where this set of downs started, they need a full 10 here to pick up the first down and move the chains.
Again, he'll drop to throw. He's going to float this one deep right side. That's caught inside the 20. And this will set them up nicely deep down in KC territory. So now following the big play, they've got a first and goal all the way down at the 10. Now he's got it. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Raider touchdown.
Brock Bowers
From 10 yards out.
and the Raiders have cut it back within a score.
Coaches must really like to see that from the quarterback because he's had the interceptions. They're able to connect on the touchdown pass.
And teammates love to see that because they know that they miss blocks during a game, but they come back and make them later on. They miss tackles, right? They miss making plays, but the spotlight is magnified on your quarterback. And when he stands up to the pressure and comes back and throws a touchdown pass after throwing some picks earlier, they feel great about that guy.
And likewise for him personally, as a rookie quarterback, has to give him more confidence. This game back within a touchdown now as the kickoff's away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. And they have the game here followed by the open date on their calendar next weekend. And Charles, this is a crew that you have to think really is relishing the opportunity to be on the couch for a few days.
Yeah, they certainly are, but let's face it, partner. They can't get caught looking ahead to that couch time while they're playing this one. They've got to take care of business first.
2 minutes remaining in this first half of football. Walker now on 1st and 10. And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. Second down.
That's just a pile of bodies there, and that's when you kind of find out who's a tough guy, right? Who can stand up and make a play. It was only a 3-yard run, but for both sides, they had to walk away from that feeling like, okay, I can stand up when the going gets tough in here.
Here's 2nd and 7.
From midfield, here's Mahomes. Airing this one out for Evans. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there trying to take a shot, but it's 3rd down.
They decided the opportunity was there and launched a deep ball, but he was unable to get away from the defender. Couldn't create space, couldn't uncover at the end of the route, and that one winds up incomplete.
They head to the line facing a 3rd and 7 following the incompletion on 2nd down. To throw, it's Mahomes. Nothing open downfield. He keeps it himself for 11 and a first down.
First down, Kansas City.
Now Mahomes going to shift him around.
They'll look to throw here on 1st down. He's going to let this thing go deep for Caldwell.
Zone coverage there, they were playing deep. That makes it obviously a little bit harder to run by guys. And that time, there's not much of a window to get the ball in there, and it winds up incomplete.
Now it's 2nd and 10.
Throwing now is Mahomes.
He'll get this complete to Worthy.
Takes this to the 32, maybe the 31, and then the defense rallying quickly after that broken tackle.
And now an audible here into something else.
And all the way in for a Kansas City touchdown.
Touchdown, Kansas City.
Kenneth Walker
With his second TD of the game, his 6th on the year.
And the Chiefs will extend their lead in the final minute of the half.
Chiefs 28.
Extra point by Butker is on target.
And the lead now up to 14.
Harrison Butker to kick off for
Butker now to kick this one away. And he'll be out of bounds here just past the 20-yard line.
First and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
The Raider offense set to get this drive started. Well, not much time remains here in this first half. We'll see if they can get something out of this drive, at least a field goal. They could certainly use it. Down by 2 scores. Downfield and caught by Thornton.
The Raiders going to use one of their timeouts as the clock will stop with just under 30 seconds to go in the first half. This quarterback now 9 of 17 through the air. Not a great percentage, but it is 1st and 10. Looking to throw. Mendoza.
That's caught. Jack Besh with it.
And he'll be out of bounds just shy of the 40. They've got another first down. The Raider passing game clicking on all cylinders right now.
First down. 1st and 10 at the 42-yard line.
Back to throw. Mendoza. Flushed out right. And seeing no options, he just tosses this one away incomplete. Now that'll bring up 2nd down. They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. And that is incomplete. 16 seconds now on the clock.
Well, no one likes to see that drop, but I'll guarantee it's not going to stop this quarterback from going back to him anytime he has open space.
To throw is Mendoza from the gun on 3rd down.
He's into space past the 25.
And he is in. Touchdown, Raiders.
Jack Besh
In the final seconds of the first half.
And the Raiders are able to cut into this lead in the final seconds of the first half.
Oh, how about this? No good. Just his 2nd miss of the year. And our score will stay right where it is.
So not much time to work with here. 9 seconds remain in the half as this one is away.
And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The KC offense out of the huddle, ready for their next drive.
And with Mahomes under center, anything's possible. Watch out for the deep ball.
Caldwell in motion left. Looking to throw is Mahomes. He's going to let this thing go deep for Caldwell.
Oh, he had a man open. He overshot it. It's incomplete.
There are not many times where you might say it's a detriment to have a quarterback with a cannon for an arm. but this might be one of those few times. He just laid that one out there a bit too far, and his receiver couldn't run under it.
Trying to get one more in here before the quarter breaks. Taken down here as that will lead us to the end of the first half of play. Both these offenses have been in fine form. What will the second half bring us as we are underway in quarter three? And we will not see a return to start the half, as this will be a touchback. The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. And they've got the lead, CD. What do you expect from them in this second half?
Well, I like what they were able to do on the ground in the first half because they had a lot of success running the ball, and I certainly think we'll see more of that. But I keep an eye on that defense, and I think their coaches up in the box will do the exact same thing. If they start to see one or two guys start to creep towards the line of scrimmage, that'll be licensed to take some shots downfield.
They'll bring a receiver in motion right. Here's Mahomes to throw. Repeat of the last play, finding Walker. And he'll be stopped right at midfield. Give him 13 yards there and a Kansas City first down.
Another catch for him there on this drive, Brandon. And it looks like they're going to utilize him out of the backfield any way they can. At that time, they pick up a first down. So now on defense, do you assign a man to him and try and cover him before he gets going?
Now Patrick going to change the play. He'll work his way up the middle for a gain of about 4 on second down.
And that was a quality play to start a new set of downs. That was simply an offensive line winning the battle up front and winning in a big way and giving their guy in the backfield a nice lane to hit.
They'll come up in a 4-receiver look. 2 left, 2 right, 2nd and 6.
And Walker once more.
3 yards is half of what they needed. Now can they get the other 3 here on 3rd down?
Well, that's not a run that's going to make any of the highlight tapes, but they've been moving it well all game on the ground. This is another one that keeps them moving forward.
A good chance this is 4-down territory if they're unable to convert. But right now looking at a 3rd and 3. Looking to throw. That is pulled in by a diving Kelsey. Mahomes now 9 of 15 throwing the ball, 60%. And it's 1st and 10.
Not liking the look. They'll change the play.
They'll bring a receiver in motion right. Working from the gun, Mahomes.
That's into the hands of Worthy.
And he will take it on in for a Chiefs touchdown.
Xavier Worthy
with his second touchdown of the afternoon.
And the Chiefs are able to add on to that lead. Extra point by Butker is on target.
And the lead is up to 15 now. Butker now to kick this one away.
And he's going to be stopped cold. Good coverage there by the kick team to bring that return to an abrupt halt.
At their own 22-yard line.
The Las Vegas offense ready to start this next drive. They make their second half debut here, and things are looking a little bit tougher now. You give up the points there, Charles, that touchdown drive on the other side. So now it's a two-score game here. Got to be careful.
They certainly do, and I'm just wondering at halftime if those guys just looked into each other's eyes and realized what they've got to get done and come out a little bit more charged up, because if they don't get some kind of points here, that next drive, that could make this a three-possession game.
Open man right side is his running back. It's complete downfield. A gain of 28 yards there and give him the first down.
That's good for a Las Vegas first down. First and 10 at the 50-yard line.
From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. Firing quickly here, and that's complete.
And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. So here's a first and 10 at the 38.
First and 10 at the 38-yard line.
Looking to throw. Mendoza eluding the pressure right. Working downfield. And now look at this. Big gain, but a fumble. And this is going to kick out of bounds. Boy, a fortunate bounce or two there. They'll keep possession back inside the 10-yard line.
The offense retains possession.
Mendoza operating from the gun. And this is thrown to the sideline. No receiver in the area, though, and that's going to bring out a flag. So after the loss of down, they'll come up here with a second and goal. Operating from the gun, Mendoza. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
With a rookie quarterback out there, you're definitely going to find out how he handles adversity, because this one so far hasn't gone according to plan. He's got to fight through it and show him what he's made of.
Now on third and long, they'll look to throw. Oh, this will be incomplete. The rush gets home just as he was letting that go. That could have been worse. Instead, it's fourth down. Matt Gay now for the Raider field goal. From the right hash, this from 44 yards out. Gay's kick is good. And they're hanging around here as the lead's down to 12. So the response to that touchdown on the other side to begin the third quarter. Look, just 3 points, but still a response nonetheless.
You're exactly right about that, because I think you needed to answer back with something, even though it's not 6. Just enough to send the message that says, hey, we're not going away.
Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And that one not returnable, not by a long stretch, over the back line of the end zone, so that's going to be spotted up at the 35-yard line. The KC offense out of the huddle, ready for their next drive. This drive here beginning probably with a pair of motivated groups. Remember, the offense scored a touchdown on their last time out. Looking to repeat that in Charles' defense. They were very frustrated after giving up 6 the last time on the field.
And frankly, it's just a battle of wills in a lot of ways, because you know they're both motivated. They both game plan for this drive, and they both have specific outcomes in mind. To me, it just comes down to who can execute better and which side can step up and assert its will over the other.
When Mahomes sees something, he'll change the play. Now on first down, he'll drop to throw it. Oh, he rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. And the Raiders are going to have a short field here as they'll take over right at the 50.
At the 50-yard line.
Looking to put a drive together. Now Mendoza throwing to start the drive.
That one too wide and incomplete.
A misconnection there. He's hit on just 50% of his passes thus far. That's not where you want to be.
Now you see the evolution of the game. You go back to the quarterbacks of old, 50% would be terrific because they threw the ball downfield almost every time they threw it. Now with the short passing game, you should be above 60% just to be in the average range.
And he will score. Touchdown, Las Vegas. Trey Tucker, 50 yards. And the Raiders take the interception on defense and convert it into 6 points.
Extra point by Gay is up and good. And the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. A 5-point game now as here comes the kickoff.
The Chiefs take over 1st and 10 at their own 18-yard line.
The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. Pretty important third-quarter drive for them. Momentum has sort of shifted the other direction after that last touchdown as they nurse this small lead.
They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
And Patrick Mahomes, for all of his artistry and arm angles and what he can do in the short passing game, never forget he's got a cannon as well. He unleashes a big one there, but that time it winds up incomplete.
Third quarter of a tight football game as we come up on a 2nd and 10.
They'll set up a throw.
Got a man over the middle, Worthy.
And he's got it past the 30 before he's hit and dropped. He's been big. 2 touchdowns earlier. Now he's got a first down here.
This offensive game plan has just been sensational. I mean, when you think about all the different ways they've gotten their receivers open so far, it's really been impressive. Scheme, design, execution.
Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. Now here's Mahomes. He's going to sling this deep downfield. Over the middle, and there's a diving catch. So the big play gets him all the way down to the outskirts of the red zone here for 1st and 10.
First down, Chiefs.
Caldwell in motion left. And as they come to the line, they will not be able to get off another play as time has run out on this third quarter. You are watching the NFL on EA Sports. Shotgun snap to Mahomes. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
Well, a momentary speed bump there with that throw, partner. The defense had other ideas, and they tried to mount a small stand before this drive reaches the end zone.
From the 21, it's 2nd and 10. again, it's Mahomes. And this is going to be caught. No, they say it's incomplete.
Well, it looked like a march to the end zone has hit a momentary roadblock with that incompletion. No need to panic. They just got to come up with a high percentage play call and see if they can get their offense back on track.
This offense was on the move. Now 2 straight incompletions have them looking at 3rd and 10. Mahomes going to throw. And this time he's got the hook up. It's complete. And able to get him down, but he does reach the 5. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
It's all pretty simple sometimes, isn't it? Go where the defenders are not, and he does exactly that. Makes a nice catch to move the chains. Defense, got to find a better way of accounting for the shorter routes that are being run against them.
Here's Walker.
And he is in. Touchdown, Kansas City.
Ken Walker.
A 5-yard touchdown run.
And the Chiefs are looking to make it 2 straight as they add on to this 4th quarter lead. Extra point by Butker is on target.
And it gives his guys a 12-point advantage.
Butker now to kick this one away. And this return going to come to a quick end as he is belted at the end of that one.
At their own 21-yard line.
The offense for Las Vegas about set to begin the drive. Well, that last touchdown we just saw, what an important one. Now it's back to a 2-score deficit for this crew as they take the field here, and they are in desperate need of finding the end zone.
And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. That one goes for 30 yards.
And the Raider first down. 1st and 10 at the 48-yard line.
Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. A hit as he throws there, incomplete.
I think he's got to be careful not to force anything into coverage right there. There weren't really any throwing lanes, but the best part for him, he's got 2nd and 3rd down to fall back on.
And 2nd and 10, he'll look to throw again. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
Part of what we're seeing so far is the defense is certainly coordinated. Both levels doing their jobs in tandem. The back helping the front helping the back. The pressure got home on that last play and forced him to try and throw through contact and short of the sticks.
Quick hitter here, it's complete. And a nice job there defensively. They get him to the ground short of the 1st, right around the 42. All right, they're going to try and keep hope alive here on 4th down. They're going for it. As expected, they're going for it to keep the drive alive. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. The Raiders try it on 4th down, but to no avail. And that will force a turnover on downs. The KC offense out of the huddle, ready for their next drive. Now, there are 2 scores on the plus side. Still time here in this 4th quarter, but maybe you start thinking about playing keep away?
Yeah, I think here's the situation. You're not thinking touchdowns anymore. You're just thinking 1st downs. To keep up with your theme there, playing keep away, 1st downs, they can't touch the ball.
From the 46-yard line, a 2nd down and 6.
Mahomes now to throw. Got a man, and he hits him in stride. And he's able to get this one down to the 40-yard line. He's been big. 2 touchdowns earlier. Now he's got a first down here. Coming up on the final 2.5 minutes. And boy, has it been fun to watch this offense operate. Quite the display, and now they look to polish it off. Straight ahead, Walker. And I think this defense knew what was coming as he is smothered behind the line. Getting to the ball that time was Jeremy Chin.
Well, that was one of the few times they've been able to contain him thus far. He's over 100 yards for the game, but he lost a bit off his total on that carry.
2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. Got to figure the rush is going to be fierce again as they come up 2nd and 13. Past the 20. And all the way in for a Kansas City touchdown.
Kansas City.
Kenneth Walker, 43 yards. And the Chiefs have pretty well put it away here in the 4th quarter. Extra point by Butker is on target, and that will make this a 19-point game.
Harrison Butker.
Butker now to kick this one away. And he'll be brought down right on the chalk of the 20.
At their own 20-yard line.
The Raider offense set to get this drive started.
Well, this game, it has had no shortage of offense. They've been able to put up a decent amount of points on this side, Charles. They just have not been able to keep pace with the other offense they're going against here.
Yeah, that's a good way of pointing things out because now it's not a total loss because, as you said, they've scored some points, so there's some plays they can build on, moments where the game plan actually worked. But overall, though, they were just out-personnel. They were going up against a team that's playing at an elite level.
He'll try again with the arm here on 2nd down. And the Chiefs are going to get him. Hassan Reddick just would not be denied. That's a loss of 7.
So a tough situation to overcome here. 3rd and 17.
Back to throw. Mendoza escaping the pressure right.
And an off-balance throw there, and it's going to wind up incomplete.
What we just saw there, that's really been a common theme all afternoon.
A lot of pressure. That forced the errant pass. He's been under duress this entire afternoon. He just had to unload that one. He's fortunate it was just incomplete and not intercepted.
Got to try it here. He's back to throw. Flush, and he's brought down. Can't do anything with the football. It's a sack and a turnover on downs. They had to go for it with such little time remaining. And, boy, that means this next drive is going to start at the 3-yard line. They're quite a turn of events. This is 1st and goal from the 3. And he's going to get this back to the 3-yard line and no further. They'll say no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd and goal. They've called his number a lot this afternoon. You wonder how much tread is left on those tires.
We certainly do, but I always think back to one of my favorite coaches in the NFL, and he used to have a meeting with his running backs every year in the offseason and say, look, as many times as you're going to carry the ball, you should be able to carry it one more time, so make sure you get in shape.
To the right side, it's Kelsey. Touchdown. Travis Kelsey from 3 yards out.
And the Chiefs are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead.
Butker on for the PAT. And that will bump the lead up to 26.
Makes the score. Chiefs 56, Raiders 30.
Butker now to kick this one away.
To kick off for Kansas City.
And he won't get this to the 20-yard line as he's down at the 19.
19-yard line.
The Las Vegas offense ready to start this next drive. They're down big here late. I don't know. You just one last drive here for pride?
Some people like to do that. I remember playing for a guy once we were down huge. And
a loose football. And it's picked up by the Chiefs. Oh, he's got a little daylight. And that might just cement it. A return for a late touchdown. Butker now to add the extra point. And this one was over a while ago as they just add on to their big lead.
63. Raiders 30.
So here's the kickoff now as they'll get it again following that fumble return for a score. And he'll be out of bounds here just past the 20-yard line.
First and 10 at their own 21-yard line.
The offense for Las Vegas about set to begin the drive. They are just obviously getting shellacked here in this one, Charles. What's the message if you're a coach for this final drive in a lopsided game like this?
For a lot of coaches,
Be honest.
don't forget today. Don't forget what has happened out here.
Use that as ammo going forward.
Exactly. Take a great look at that scoreboard. Realize how poorly everything went for us today. Coaching, playing, the whole deal. And never forget it, because
you're not going to want that feeling again.
No, you don't want that feeling again. And who knows? You may meet up with this team again.
Second and 10.
Now it's the backup Cousins. And that's caught inside the 30. And somewhat of a measure of revenge as he's in for the touchdown, but they still trail big time.
He'll take it, but he won't be able to smile about it.
Extra point by Gay is up and good. And that trims the lead a bit, but still standing at 26 points.
37.
Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback.
At their own 35-yard line.
Mahomes going to throw it here. He's going to launch this thing way downfield. And it's incomplete. They're still throwing to the very end, but now this game is over. Charles, a lot of happy faces heading into the tunnel as this one ends, and understandably so. Not only did they get the win, but boy, their offense was on fire in this ball game.